Kami gumbar tegang gumbar kwa una kaki yorok una ganja ba foreigner ga nakabanda ga biyu kutiga ba mungi gumbar kwa kagar go nana nyang kota kadi namba kwa ga mi biara ga ya bundar ga ngambrar ga kusaw go na kating ting.
Disla wara still marching bogora no got one road mi bila no kaya mani wara ba gimda kaya tomorrow no kaya mani.
Sukundimi is a powerful river spirit and cultural deity revered by the indigenous people of the Sepik River in Papua New Guinea. In Sepik tradition, the Sukundimi is regarded as the creator and protector of the river system, acting as a guardian that ensures the survival of the river and its people. The term has recently gained prominence through the Save the Sepik campaign and the Supreme Sukundimi Declaration, representing the united resistance of Sepik indigenous communities against proposed mining projects, specifically the Frida River mine. Recently, a landmark documentary film called Sukundimi Walks Before Me premiered at the University of Papua New Guinea. The documentary is a cinematic portrait of life along the Sepik River, highlighting the deep connection between indigenous communities, land, water, and ancestral responsibility. It raises pressing existential questions about identity, cultural heritage, progress, environmental sustainability, and the rights of indigenous peoples, including the principle and practice of free, prior, and informed consent.
One of the fundamental issues that we raised when we began this campaign, the Save the Sepik campaign, has been on free, prior, and informed consent, FPIC for short. We've always argued that, and not just in Sepik alone, it's everywhere around the country. Our experience has shown to us that many times the government and the prospecting companies, transnational corporations, tick off a box and say we've done FPIC. But with Project Sepik, we've gone on and described that process itself and know for sure for ourselves that the FPIC that the government and the company says that they've done is only like a window dressing, it's a checkbox. They tick and they move on.
The Sepik River is a national and international treasure and a test case for how the country balances development paradigms, identity, and sovereignty.
In no hard way. This la wara still marching bogora no got one road.
This la law blow. I mean no blow look out in me bla. All walking blow greedy blow, blow sindan blow kai blow. Also pret lol wagon blow me bla. Also pret to lo Sepik wara blow me bla. Time me bla signing this la paper. And me bla talking more to ya, me bla crap more this la line. All bakam lo YouTube.
The film is not just about the Sepik River, it raises questions about how national heritage can be defined and protected.
They can in their own thing because different forefathers know what they were doing to their environment and to their culture.
Why didn't we declare that place protected? Protecting our resources, and environment, and which is not really good for today and tomorrow.
Sukundimi Walks Before Me marks a significant moment in Pacific cinema, a feature documentary shaped through deep collaboration with Sepik communities and championed by Melanesian storytellers, foregrounding cultural authority, long-term relationships and accountability to place. During the premiere, a panel was set up. Panelists at the dialogue included Conservation and Environment Protection Authority Managing Director Kubaras K. Kalim, as well as UPNG academics Dr. Guy Gowai and Professor Ralph Mana.
We are here to ask the hard questions about sustainability, because this conversation was designed with the next generation.
Led by an emerging leader and UPNG economic student Joshua Mitchell, this group brought together a century of expertise in science, politics, and biodiversity to explore Melanesian sovereignty.
We do this because we know that Papua New Guinea is breathtakingly rich in the diversity.
The panelists passionately backed the theology of innate guardianship rooted in Bennett Narakobi's integral spirituality.
Biodiversity conservation is key for human survival.
This conviction treats environmental protection as a divine assignment and intergenerational stewardship as mirrored in the Supreme Sukundimi Declaration.
Land, people, culture, our home.
For leaders like Emmanuel Penny, this spiritual sovereignty is central to Project Sepik's mission to honor indigenous wisdom.
The people are in solidarity and they continue to stand strong on land, culture, sovereignty, and continue to say, we do not support the freedom mine at all, and that our river continues to be at risk if this mine is to be given the license to operate. When the permits was given, we didn't have to talk about it, but everyone stood up and everyone is ready and everyone is talking about it. They have not changed. They haven't said, oh, it's the government's decision. They're ready to continue to fight. So the people's resistance is solid, it's concrete, and they will continue to stand and protect land, culture, and sovereignty. During the time of aggression by us, being loud and forceful in our messaging, telling Papua New Guineans and the world about what are the possibilities of disaster, possibilities of destruction of the river, the people, life, and non-life forms along the Sepik. We were able to also capture our journey, the journey of awareness, advocacy, lobbying, and education, public education, functional education along the river and elsewhere.
The fight against the Feeder River Mine project is a major ongoing conflict driven by local communities and environmental groups who fear the project will cause catastrophic, irreversible damage to the Sepik River ecosystem.
It's been almost more than 7 years, and we're happy with where we are. We were able to support the leaders along the river, get them to amplify the voice along the river, within Wirac, town of East Sepik province, within East Sepik, in PNG and the world. We've done everything by the book to be able to ask the government of Papua New Guinea, the government of Australia, China, and a mining company to respond to issues we felt were not compliance of getting a mining license and getting the environmental permit. As of today, the government, of course, despite our resistance, has given 6 environmental permits to the mining company. Since December last year, when the announcement was made, we've been asking for the instruments, the permits themselves. We wanted to see, we wanted to know what was the process they had in getting these environmental permits. The government is the tight lead on this. Our lawyers have no access, our researchers have no access, Project Sepik itself has no access, and many other individual Papua New Guineans who are interested in this have no access.
while the PNG government and Chinese-backed developer Pen Ost argue that the mine will provide crucial economic development and infrastructure for the remote Sepik region. Opponents, united under the Save the Sepik banner, contend it as a disaster waiting to happen.
Wara by Gimda Kaikai. Tomorrow, you know, Kagamani.
This la low blow, I mean, no blow look out in me blah. All walking blow greedy blow, blow sindan blow, blow kaikai blow. Also, pret lol wagon blow me blah. Also, pret to lo Sepik wara blow me blah. Time me blah signing this la paper. Me blah talking more to ya, me blah crap more this la line. All back on YouTube. More this last, me blah bringing this la paper can.